Hi everyone, we have got episode 2 of Dragon Ball Daima. It's called Glorio. So unlike other anime and whatever, no real big spoiler in the title this time. So we'll find out what Glorio is all about in due time. We get a brief little recap of the previous episode, and that transformation into children still looks bloody painful. Now, there's a weird little revision of how Shenron's wish granting it kind of works, and I don't know if it's a retcon or it's just kind of adding on to rules, but it's said here that they don't get free wishes because that's only to regulars. He only gets one. So Shenron gives better treatment to regulars? I'm pretty sure that goes against what happens in Resurrection F as well, but technically Pilaf summoned the dragon on that one, and it wasn't a first time wish for him, so maybe it counts? Oh, and also it turns out the old Namekian can't just spam summoning the Dragon Balls and restoring them to functionality. There's like a recharge on that shit or whatever. So he's not as powerful as some people were speculating, but he's still pretty powerful. So then we get a quick scene of everyone reacting to being reduced in age, and everyone's shocked, of course. And then we get an opening. We do get an opening. What I will say about the opening is the visuals are wonderful. The music, not really my cup of tea, but it's a bit of a bop. Nodding your head along to it, so it passes the vibe check. One of my favorite parts is a really cool shot of, I'll have to say adult Goku now, riding the Nimbus with his power pole, or Kintuin and Naibo, but you never really see him with the power pole and the Nimbus, so it's kind of cool to see that. Another shot I liked was of Goku and Piccolo powering up side by side. Goku actually powering up into Super Saiyan. That was a cool little visual. And also a cool shot of Super Saiyan Kid Goku doing a Kamehameha with amazing visuals. So my previous theory of this Demon King getting the evil third eye and getting some sort of power-up or transformation, guess that might not happen now because he bemoans the fact that he didn't wish for the evil third eye. He would have done that if he'd known he was only going to get one wish. So maybe he's just powerful and just is a comic relief short guy. Guess so. But never, the old Namekian is asked if he can just summon the Demon Realm Dragon Balls and make a wish like that. But apparently he can't just do that. You'd still have to fight the Guardians, so that's out of the question. And I did jump the gun, but this is where he reveals that he can't just do the summon the Dragon Balls twice in a row. So that's a limitation of his power. And then we get a shot of Popo and Dende. They've been de-aged as well. Popo's holding us now, sleeping Dende. And Popo has horns! He's always worn a turban. So suddenly to see him without a turban, he's got horns. That's just so random. But Dende's a pretty cute baby. I don't know why he's a baby, he's basically just a bit younger than Gohan. Why would he be a baby? He's not a child. Well, I guess he kind of is at this point. Not really sure of the consistency here. He's kind of a teenager, but he's a baby now, and he's kind of cute. He gets taken hostage, so sucks to be him. So I don't get what happens here. Like baby Trunks and baby Goten have a little conversation next, like a mental conversation or something, or I don't know if they're doing baby sign language, but they're communicating, and then they just kind of start playing. Okay, so then we get now young Mr. Satan kind of piecing together who's transformed and who hasn't. And funny enough, Vegeta doesn't recognize Mr. Satan, neither does Goku. He kind of has to say, "Oh, it's me, Mr. Satan." Probably because, he's normally got, full beard going on. So he looks a bit different now. And younger Majin Buu is kind of cute as well. For some reason, Chi-Chi and Bulma are really enjoying this being young again, even though, they're children now. Surely Bulma would rather be a teen at least. I don't get why they're so excited. We've got smooth skin. Like, okay, you're children now. No one addresses the whole fact that Piccolo looks completely different to his Dragon Ball child form. He just looks kind of his adult Dragon Ball Z self, just smaller. No one's going to address that. We're just going to ignore that and just whatever it. Okay. Kibito has probably had the worst de-aging process ever. He just looks like an old man in a child body, so, you know, sucks to be him, I guess. So Goku starts trying to fly off, and turns out with his sudden change from an adult to a child, he now lacks coordination to fly properly, and immediately crashes into a tray of, like, you know, a cart of food. This is pointed out by Roshi, who I think has kind of one of the cooler, like, transformation, I guess, to a child. He just kind of rocks the whole I'm a lot younger, but he's still got his, like, sound mind. He can reason very quickly. Goku, of course, doesn't recognize Roshi immediately because, well, it's a big change. He's gone from very old man to very young kid. So the gang Kibito teleports them to the lookout, where Popo explains the situation to them in the simple way he seems to speak. And everyone is now shocked that this involves the demon realm. Why wouldn't they be, I guess? And here is where Popo reveals the name Degesu, the name of Shin's younger brother. So that's established now. See how he handles that. So it's good that Piccolo came along, because he's Mr. Story Conjecture guy, because apparently he knows about Never, the old elderly Namekian, and he is apparently a legendary Namek who remained in the demon realm alone to guard the Dragon Balls. Why he supposedly knows that, we don't know, but that's a bit more lore for us. So it's revealed they don't currently have any way to get to the demon realm, but Shin, I'll call him Shin, but Shin, no, let's call him Supreme Kai. The Supreme Kai tells Kibito to go get the spaceship, and he comes back with a moss-covered spaceship, and it seems very reminiscent of Kami's, like, old spaceship from when they were going to go to Namek back in that saga. But no one ever makes that connection or reference, so I don't know if it's just me who kind of saw that and thought, oh, look, maybe there's a connection. No connection, just a coincidence. Supreme Kai immediately goes to see if it still works, and it doesn't. So who do they call to fix the spaceship? Why, Bulma, of course. So Goku tries to fly and get Bulma, and he immediately just loses control again. He isn't used to being small and is struggling to fly. Piccolo then arrogantly decides to show him how it's done, and also can't control his now smaller body. So, you know, you got the classic Toriyama comic relief there. So we just kind of cut away, and Kibito now returns to the lookout with Bulma, tools, and a Vegeta in tow. So yes, he's along for the ride too. So it's actually revealed that some of the damage to the spaceship is as a result of Goku and Kid Buu's fight on the planet of the Kais, and we get some nice. They don't do animation, but they do some nice shots of that Goku and Kid Buu's fight, and they look quite nice. Just put a couple here just to kind of show it off. So Bulma estimates it's going to take about 10 days to fix the spaceship. So that's unfortunate, and they're worried that, oh no, they'll just get rid of Dende, but they speculate that they've kept him alive for a reason, so he should be safe. So I guess they've just got to play the waiting game now. And we also start a process of where Bulma is going to constantly use Kibito as like a delivery/taxi service. So that's the running gag of this episode. So we flash forward 2 days, and Goku is now getting he seems to be getting used to his smaller body, certainly flying and fighting in midair. Now, this is what part I found a bit weird. Goku then tries to just test out some kicks and punches, but he can't quite get his reach right, and complains that he can't get used to his small body. I don't know why that's suddenly an issue, but it is. And we've already seen the promo, so we know what's going to happen next. He's going to compensate for his short stature by getting his power pole. Unfortunately, part of this episode is that he has to find the power pole, so it kind of drags out the episode a little bit, because first he goes to where he believes the power pole should be, up at Curran's tower, where it was previously used to climb up the tower to get to the lookout in Dragon Ball, but it's not there. He gave it to Master Roshi. So he goes to see Master Roshi, who is using it as a hanger for clothes, which is a joke I've already seen once before in Konosuba. What a coincidence. But jumping back a little bit, they kind of... While it was mentioned in the first episode that creatures with pointy ears are for the demon realm, it's actually established that while most are, not everyone with pointy ears is from the demon realm. I don't know if that means all Kais are from the demon realm originally as well, but it's established that some fled the demon realm. They either sought freedom, or some even sought to conquer other planets. That screams like King Piccolo, but could be a coincidence, could be the same thing. And now we get the second usage of Bulma using the Kibito taxi delivery service. She has ordered takeout for them, and he must go collect it. So Goku having the power pole back, we get a nice little scene of him kind of doing combat with it. Bit of a strange one, because I've just been rewatching Dragon Ball actually. He doesn't really fight with it that much. So I don't see why he suddenly needs. I guess he did. Dragon Ball Goku didn't transition from an adult back to a kid, so just special circumstance, I suppose. But it's a cool little sequence. So apparently 3 times is too much. Bulma asks Kibito to take the spaceship and the tools and everything back to Capsule Corp, because that would be for the best. And this is where he just refuses, even though that's the most sensible suggestion she's made. But he puts his foot down here, I suppose. Another weird lore drop is Goku asks Piccolo if he remembers about the Demon Realm. He obviously reveals that he wasn't born at that time, but he was told about it, and it's apparently where Namekians originally came from, but they left because they don't like to be ruled. Obviously, the Demon Realm has a Demon King. So, a bit of lore for the Namekians. They're originally from the Demon Realm, so Demon King Piccolo was actually a Demon King all along. Well, maybe not a king, but certainly a demon. So the last segment of the episode we get is a new visitor, one who is riding a similar ship to the seemingly antagonists before. And this is the person the episode is named after. This is Glorio. So he requests a team up with Goku and friends to go to the Demon Realm and defeat the little King Goma. And that is where it ends off. They go off in the spaceship. There's only enough room for Glorio and 2 others. So the ones who go this time are Goku and the Supreme Kai. But he allows Bulma to examine the ship, which it's going to hasten, with the knowledge she gains from it, it's going to hasten her fixing of the Supreme Kai ship, and I'm sure everyone will follow shortly. We've seen kind of clips of everyone kind of fighting together and being together, so we're going to see Goku and Supreme Kai first, and then I'm sure everyone will join up with them an episode or 2 later. So we finish off, we've also got an ending. It's got a same sort of boppy sort of tune, some nice visuals. We get an idea of what the gang's going to be like. There's an overall actually I'll include one overriding shot of what looks like to be all the gang that's going to be in this sort of series. So the only unestablished characters is this little girl with white hair. Due to similarities, maybe it's Glorio's sister or something. And then this pudgy alien dude. So he's not established. And I wonder if Bulma in here is wearing a 40 shirt. Maybe that's her true age. I can't remember what her actual age is. Ugh. But that is where we'll leave off now, and we'll wait for the next episode, obviously, next Friday. Looking forward to it. Are you guys looking forward to it? Are you enjoying Daima so far? I am. I'm loving the kind of building into the lore, and we'll eventually get some action, I'm sure. See what awaits us. Until then, bye bye.